EastEnders has casted Alan Ford as Billy Mitchell's estranged dad. Stevie Mitchell will arrive in Walford for Aunt Sal's funeral. Two things to unpack there. Alan Ford, known for being in some Guy Ritchie films. Guy Ritchie, who did Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I actually made some leather goods for a Guy Ritchie film that hasn't come out yet. Yeah, so little flex. Henry Cavill's gonna have stuff I worked on his fucking body. Oh,
that film ever comes out.
It's been in production for a while. But yes, so I'll flash up a picture immediately. There we are. That's Stevie Mitchell, played by Alan Ford. An interesting casting, I'll say that much. Why? Well, simply because EastEnders has always had an issue with keeping on to long-standing characters. But a character that's always exciting to bring in the East End is a fucking guy who's made it to like his late 60s, early 70s. You know? Anyone who fucking made it, and he's a Mitchell. Fuck me. Like, he's gotta be a right bastard. He's gotta be. Like, if Derek Brandon was still alive, he'd still be treating Max and Jack like they were fucking school kids. Like, it just doesn't happen, especially not on the show. And, alright, so he is Billy's estranged dad. We know that Billy grew up in care for the most part. Like, he was never really in and out of foster homes. So he never really had that dad figure to be there. And we did see some pictures which did suggest that this new character who was being introduced for Aunt Sal's funeral. Obviously, we've seen like some just some like paparazzi fucking press images, whatever. We've seen some of that.
Paparazzi.
It says Billy grew up in care from the age of 10 after Stevie took sole custody of his brother Charlie. He last saw his dad off screen over 25 years ago. Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty fucking dodgy reunion, as Billy will be like, why didn't you want me? You know?
Well, there's only room for one. There's only room for one.
My life could have been like this. There we are. There's a picture of him and Phil. He just looks like an absolute mean motherfucker. I'll say that much. Like, he looks like a right bastard. He's got a scowl on him. Now, he is old. It might just be his face. You know, there's always a chance, you know. You can't predict these things. Maybe he's putting it on. Fuck me, he is 85, though. Good lord.
Fuck, he's not going to be on the show for too long.
But yeah.
Is that a bit mean to say?
You never know. But yeah, obviously Aunt Sal, who the actress died. I think she died in a fire. Like, her house got set on fire. Yeah, there was a fire in her home, and she died. It suggested that she fell asleep with a lit cigarette. That's a way to go out.
Like in real life or in EastEnders?
In real life.
Oh, I was like, that's a pretty interesting way to go on EastEnders. And then you're like, it's real life.
I mean, on right. EastEnders, she's not currently dead, I don't think. It's just Aunt Sal is always the character who would come in at all of the Mitchell like weddings. She'd fucking shit talk everyone like, "Oh, Sharon, you're back, are you?" It's great. Aunt Sal is probably one of my favorite older characters on the show, and it is gonna be sad to see her dead because she fucking look. Nobody can deliver that fuck you, I'm old. I'm not putting up with your shit. Alright, not everybody can do it. We had Vi Highway, who was absolute cheeks at it. But Aunt Sal is gold. Lou Beale, gold. Like, even Pat and Peggy, gold. It takes a certain type of character. Even Ethel. It takes a certain... And Dot as well. It takes a certain type of character to deliver...
You forgot someone. You forgot someone. Willie.
That is true. He did give it. But it is truly I just fucking love it, mate. Honestly, she's so good. It's a shame that she's going to die on the show, but ultimately the fucking actress dies in real life. Not much you can do.
You could replace her, but then again, who's
cannot
really going?
replace her.
No. Hold on, let me finish. You could replace her, but then again, who's going to be like, oh my god, Aunt Sam, my favorite character, bring her back?
Me?
Like, let's be...
I'll do it.
No.
I'll
I
do
know
it.
you would, but
I'll
it's only
replace
going to
her.
it's only going to be a small majority, like in comparison. It's like again the Fat Boy guy going, bring back Fat Boy.
My petition has approximately 7 signatures. Okay, so don't fucking come at me with this nonsense. The Aunt Sal can't be played by me. It's all my signatures. I just did it fancy. There we are. That's the bit for this video. Just extra bit of this casting news. Obviously, Chris Crenshaw says it's an honour to welcome the immensely talented Alan Ford to EastEnders as he takes on the role of Stevie Mitchell. Whilst Billy has been a stalwart in the show for over 25 years, viewers know very little about his complicated childhood and the events that had him grow up in care. And it does say that he did previously appear in '86 as a con man called Sam Sangers.
In EastEnders?
In EastEnders.
Or was it played by the same guy?
Yes. This was his previous little stint in EastEnders.
So are they the same guy or 2 different people?
Same actor, different role.
Okay, I thought like you were saying that
No, he hasn't previously been there as Stevie Mitchell. No.
I thought he was Stevie Mitchell in '86. Like I was confused.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an exciting casting. As said before, I do feel like I don't know how long he'll be on the show.
2 weeks.
But I do think that it'll be a really good way to, as said before, what I've been fucking yearning for over the last, 6 months, I've been saying you need to beef up the Mitchells, you need to beef up the Brannings, and obviously get rid of the fucking Taylors.
There's only one of them left.
And, with time, Lauren being back, Penny arriving for the first time with new actress, and now this Mitchell joining in. Probably could still do with a younger Mitchell as well. But as a whole,
Phil has 6 young Mitchells.
No, but I mean adult Mitchell, not fucking child. Oh. Mate, I'll be dead in 20 years. I can't fucking see that. But yeah, it's an exciting casting. I will say that much, and I look to be excited at what they're gonna bring, because I imagine there being a typical Cockney old man. That's what I imagine this guy to be, and that's exactly what he will probably be expected to do. Maybe he doesn't have the best past, Maybe there was a good reason for him to decide that Billy was put into care, and there's an interesting story to be told there, because, Billy doesn't get to do much on the show, but the actor's absolute fucking incredible. He plays being pathetic quite well.
Who, Billy?
Billy. Good old Perry.
Is his name Perry Jackson?
Perry Fenwick.
Fenwick, alright. I don't know who the fuck Perry Jackson is.
Percy. But there we are. So what do you think about Alan Ford being cast as Stevie Mitchell? Stevie gives me weird vibes, I won't lie. We'll get to see how he'll play him. But yeah, just Stevie. I don't know anybody I like called Stevie, but a good Steve is always
You do know someone called Stevie.
I do, but he's not called Stevie.
What's he called?
Steve.
He's called Stephen Richards.
Yeah, but I never liked the Stevie part. Regardless, Alan Ford cast as Billy's dad. And we'll likely see it within the next couple months. We've obviously seen... It was also the fucking site where Keanu was seen on set shooting just to throw people off the scent. Keanu's not dying at Christmas. There's no way he'd do that. Because, the actresses would talk. It's a need-to-know basis with who dies at Christmas. And so it's misled a couple of people thinking that Keanu's still alive somehow. We saw him fucking piss out blood. We saw a pool of blood. Keanu's fucking dead. They buried his body. He's dead. He's not alive. There's no way that Keanu is alive, for fuck's sake. Look, I get it. Maybe he would have been a cool character in like 20 years, but no, he has been invited to be a starring role in something that's way above his pay grade. But there we are. This will be taking place at Aunt Sal's funeral, which will likely be coming in the coming months, and go ahead and enjoy. Thank you for watching. We've been watching Walford. It's fucking just before 11 p.m. As they decided to release this news at like fucking 10 o'clock, for fuck's sake. I've got stuff to do. Leave me alone.
Get to fucking edit that, you monkey on a typewriter.
But yes, thank you for watching. Join us in the next one. Bye-bye.